Ready?
Are you wearing makeup?
We all have our rituals.
From what I know, Kayrans are colorblind.
Enough, Geralt. Time to draw the beast out of the water.
Got an ace up your sleeve?
I always do. Don't get eaten, and we'll soon both be heroes.
I hope you're right.
You descend into the lair. I'll stay on the bridge and pull it out onto the bank. Take care. It'll be extremely dangerous, even on land.
Sure. I'll take care. I'll probably still die 20 times, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Just need to be spamming Quen a lot. And obviously I need to drink my Osmerk potion before. No! Or did I just mess up? Can I not drink any potions anymore now? Because then I'll just load. Because that is vital. I want my Osmerk potion. Oh, come on! That's the last save, really? Ah, okay, that's okay. We just get teleported there. More or less with Sheila.
Any Whereas that is... We're not...
Okay, let's go through this, then I'm ready.
Ready? We... Enough.
Got it.
You descend into the lair. I'll stay on the bridge and pull it out onto the bank. Take
So
care.
don't go too far.
Extremely dangerous, even on land.
For I can't go too far before I drink my potions. Right, so I won't jump down here. I'll actually meditate on this ledge and drink my potions. Mongoose and Swallow. Do I want any others? Lapwing. Vigor regeneration. That could be helpful. Because it means when we don't have Quen up, we get Vigor back faster so that we can... Like we have shorter periods of time where we don't have Quen active. Also, resistance, it's not going to incinerate us. It's going to let us bleed, maybe. Less vitality is also probably not a good idea. I mean, I'm going to try this with a Lapwing. Why not? Well, that's a lot of toxicity, but it should be fine. More Vigor regeneration seems like a good idea to me. I mean, the aim is to not let it hit me at all. Without my Quen active anyways, right? So my vitality isn't really that important. Okay. So let's die. Yeah, it would have probably been good if I had my Quen upgraded, but that's a couple of levels away anyways. So far I've only seen this fight at day, during daytime, so this is pretty cool. It's actually a lot spookier at night. I like that. And Quen sign. And I get hit immediately. Quen sign. Obviously I want to put the trap here. And that immediately severs one of its arms. Or, yeah. That's good. damage. So now I gotta use Erden. Pow! Second down.
It's angry! What?
Go back to Quen. Hope we'll not be hit by the stampede that's coming. Reactivate Quen. Or the bridge dies. Then, oh damn it, I can't cast Erden right now because I don't have any Vigor regeneration as long as my Quen's active. That's actually kind of a bit of an unfortunate situation here, because I need to get rid of my Quen, but then I'm very vulnerable. Okay. What's this about? I don't know. Alright, so now I don't have Quen, but I'm dead from like 1 or 2 hits. Quen! Oh, Erden. Yeah, and that's it, I'm dead. Alright. Wasn't so bad for a first try, but usually the first try is relatively good and then you just fail. And then you just fail a lot. Quen. Right. Ah. Oh, and I'm dead. Here you go. That's what I say. First try is usually pretty good, and then you just fail. So yeah. Quen sign. Roll. Deploy trap. Get out of there. Oh, damn it. And I'm dead. Holy shit. Ah, good old Kayran. Yeah, it's like... It literally like it almost one-shots you when you don't have the Quen active. Like you have so few life on Dark difficulty. So little life, I mean...
It's angry! Watch out!
Yeah, it's angry. Great. Erden. Why? Hit me right after I got my Quen back up. Damn it! Now I need an Erden sign to trap one of its arms. Alright. I don't know if this is like the right place. Good enough, I think. Okay, second arm. Been this far before.
It's angry! Watch out!
I'll try. Yeah, wait till I'm back to 3 vigor, activate Quen, get the fuck out of there. damn it. Okay, hit here. Yes, thanks. Third arm.
Quickly! It's about to break free!
Okay. Oh god, I need a Quen sign. Very badly. Phew. Thankfully, like, a couple more arms are gone now. Oh! Okay. I guess that worked. So it's like easier a little bit to evade some of its blows right now. That, yes, nice.
Going somewhere, darling.
Okay, so we need a new Quen pretty soon. Oh damn it, that didn't work so well. Oh, I'm almost dead. Damn it, Quen. Phew. That, yeah, damn quick time events. What's the next one? Space? Yep. Alright. Thank God I remember those somewhat. Right, I think now I need to climb on top here. And then there's more stupid quick time events incoming. Or not. Not like this? Damn it. I don't know. Like up here? What do I do when I'm up here? Right? Is that it? Whew! Fuck yeah, that's it. That wasn't so bad,
You did
actually.
it. Not a bad fight, wouldn't you say, Geralt? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I've used up much of my energy, so if you needed help...
I've learned to help myself. A sorceress worried about me. Should I be scared?
Playing it tough, like every witcher.
I'm not playing anything.
New bruises and scars come with every fight. Toughness comes from experience.
You talk like an old man. Yes, your hair is grey, but I believe the blood courses quickly through your veins.
Have you made plans that include me?
For now, my plans only involve the Kayran.
Farewell then.
Don't forget to collect the reward.
Oh, I won't.
We'd best get to work.
Yeah, that actually wasn't so bad. Like 1,750, that's a lot of XP. Like fourth try or something? Decent, I've done much worse in the past. Kayran eyes, Kayran tissue, Kayran skin, Kayran trophy. Okay. Why, for whatever reason, there was a conflagration trap here. That's a pretty epic fight, by the way. I like it. Even though the quick time events are slightly stupid. Okay, I guess we've got all the loot now. And yeah, good thing we went to the ship's wreck earlier. As you can see in the distance there, the ship's wreck's still there, but there's like literally like no way of getting there, I think, for us now. Or maybe there is. Oh, we could have gotten there. All right. So, yeah, that was in Wasn't necessary doing it earlier, but still. Man, that's a big fucking thing. Look at that. This is, like, still part of the Kayran. It's like its back. Its tail. It's grown quite a bit over the last generations. It's intense. Alright. What, now I can't go back in here? What? What, am I overlooking something? Oh, I need to go through here, that's it. Yeah. So it's like legs or whatever. Yum. That looks gross. Moss all over it.
We'd best get to work.
We just finished our work, I think. Alright, let's get out of here. Collect our reward. And then chapter 1 actually isn't too... I mean... Yeah. I mean, I always underestimated this. There's still like quite a few things to come after the Kayran fight. I always underestimate that, but we're slowly nearing the end of chapter 1. Oh. I have 2 talents, by the way. Yeah, I got 2 level ups from that Kayran fight. I'm still... Should I be slightly concerned that I'm under-leveled? I don't know. How far should you be at the end of level 1? I don't know. I know there's like 35 levels in total. And I don't know if the leveling process actually slows down, because then we'd be definitely under-leveled. But if it like roughly stays the same like throughout chapter 2 and 3, then we're fine, I guess? I don't know. I mean, yeah, and as I said, there's also like quite a few more XP to come before I leave this chapter, I think. A couple of quests. Oh, the whole thing like in the elven ruins and also the Arachas. Yeah, that's all still... Alright, alright. Not worrying quite yet. Right.
Take care of yourself.
Oh, I will, my good man. Where do I go and collect the reward from, by the way? Probably the merchants by the harbor that I talked to earlier about the reward, right? They're probably not out at night, so yeah. I'll probably go back to the tavern, meditate for a couple of hours. See if Triss or anyone have new dialogue options. And spend my talent points. Hello, you're all just here sitting and drinking while I just slew a giant fucking monster? I mean, alright, no new dialogue, interesting. I mean, Triss, you could have helped, technically. I mean, you're a sorceress, powerful sorceress yourself. But whatever.
Did you see that?
Guess you didn't feel like it. Okay. Character. So, yeah, I could either want to upgrade Quen, or I don't think I'm gonna go much further into the sword fighting tree. I only wanted to get the footwork because that's really OP. Just the dodge is so much better. I mean, the whole Kayran fight was like so much easier, yeah, like due to the fact that I dodge 3 times as far as level 1 Geralt does. I mean, that would mean that I need to like craft them more and I need to use them more as well. I don't know if I want to go for that playstyle, but I find it interesting. Theoretically, bomb damage and trap damage plus 30. Oh, that's plus 100. That's a lot, though. Chance of creating mutagens is byproducts of alchemy, because then we could alchemy ingredients harvested plus 50. This is effects of all potions taken. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this though. Like bombs and traps are twice as effective. Shit, yeah. Well then, meditate till dawn. Oh, that's basically where we are. I mean, yeah, let's meditate for like 2-3 hours then, till 9 o'clock in the morning. And then go see the merchants about our reward. What do we get for that? 1,000 orans or something? What do we know? Which one was it?
Blossom's got a garrison. Oh, we don't. Actual service. What's it to me?
I think the stew's ready.
This
Quiet,
one.
woman. Artist at work.
Job done. The Kayran's dead.
Good work. You've earned your reward.
You might want to stir it.
I don't.
6, yeah, so we got around 1,000. That's decent. I can't complain.
Well, well. How's the Commandant as a host?
Oh, there you are.
People like him who might help us.
Or put us in shackles and throw us into the river?
He told me they're keeping Scoia'tael prisoners on a barge in the port.
Did he mention if Kayran ep Esnalen, Yorvet's right-hand elf, is among them?
No,
He may know something about the Kingslayer.
let's pay him a visit.
Alright, sure. But first I'm gonna be AFK for like about a minute or two. Be right back. Right, I'm back.
Well, thank you, not a goodbye. Boss, so what about that bonus?
Is the work complete?
So what exactly are we doing here? Just following Triss around? She seems to have an idea. Well, alright.
What do you want?
To speak with the wounded prisoner.
No one's allowed.
I'm here on Commandant Laredo's orders.
I heard he cut a deal with you, but
So get out of my way.
he won't tell you much. He's dying. I wouldn't mind a donut laying around.
Any loot on the prison barge?
Shut your traps. Stop bloody moaning down there.
Coffer's dozed off.
His name's Quickie, literally. Well, pretty stupid name.
They beat him bad. He's got at least a dozen fractures. I'll need your help.
What do I do?
The spell I'm going to use is painful. It could kill him if he thrashes around.
I'll use the Axie sign to calm him.
Perfect.
It's no use.
You wish, Horson. I'm no traitor.
He's raving.
That gun? Where am I?
In Flotsam, on the prison barge.
The convict's barge? I'm done for.
With fighting Laredo like you, I mean, we could try and say that. I mean, even though I'm not gonna go the Scoia'tael side this playthrough. Just to make him cooperate with us. How did they catch you? Yeah, not come right out with what we want is a good idea, I guess.
How did Laredo's goons catch Yorvith's right-hand elf?
I was betrayed. How else?
There's a witcher among the Scoia'tael. We saved your life.
You'd be dying in pain if it wasn't for us.
If it wasn't for the Dwarn, I wouldn't be here.
There's a witcher in Yorvith's unit.
Like every Dwarn, he turned out to be a bastard.
What happened?
He betrayed us. He said he had an offer for me. So we met, where roses of remembrance grow. I should have known.
Roses of Remembrance?
Yes, some of the last in the world. He thought that I'd betray my elven brother in order to control the unit. I refused, and there was a fight. I've never seen anything like it. No human can move that fast. It was a massacre. I was the first to be hit, thus I survived. I would have bled to death had Laredo's men not found me. Letho will kill Yorvith, and all will be lost. So many dead, so much suffering, all for naught.
Why does Letho want Yorvith dead? Yeah, that's the one I'm wondering myself, actually.
Why does the Dwan want Yorvith dead?
He used us from the start.
True.
Our hatred. But he no longer needs Yorvith. Sees him as a thorn in his side. I don't know what Letho wants.
Letho. He's the Kingslayer?
Yes.
What does Yorvith want? Why Flotsam?
Go plow yourself.
You've got no choice. Tell me, or I'll kill you.
No! If I die, Yorvith won't learn the truth. Flotsam is only the beginning. We're no bandits, we fight for freedom. In due time, Yorvith will answer the call, and we'll emerge from the woods, joining the battle.
What battle?
He wasn't specific.
In that case, I'll ask Yorvith himself.
I'd like to see that.
We got what we came for.
What now?
Yorvith.
What if Yorvith already knows?
I've got an old saying all ready for him. My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Warn him, Gwynplaine. Yorvith fights, for that is what he does best. He's Enshe, a real one, a free one. Among the last. Fighting makes sense. Now more than ever before. There is still hope.
What are you talking about, Kayran? Hope for what?
For change. For a better tomorrow. I'll not see it. They'll torment me to death on this barge, and I'll go gladly where the apple trees bloom. But you must warn Yorveth.
Oh, Geralt's memory is
Yennefer
coming
told
back.
me that Ciri has departed for good. She inhabits another world and is happy there. Before she left this one, she gave us the Isle of Avallac'h, our island. We stopped counting time. People believe that the wraiths of the Wild Hunt are immortal. They race across the heavens, gripping in their bony hands swords, their lightning bolts. They take away mortals, ever expanding their cavalcade of spectral riders. They burned the orchard and the house. In their armored boots, they trampled our island. And they made off with Yennefer. I had to get her back. Return to reality. Return to the Witcher's path.
Geralt, are you all right?
I've been to the Isle of Avallac'h, among the apple trees and the mists. After the massacre in Rivia, Ciri took me there, and Yennefer. The Wraith Riders kidnapped Yen, and I pursued them.
But
Triss, this is important. I feel like everything's coming together. When the Witchers found me barely alive a half-year ago near Kaer Morhen, I was fleeing the Wraiths of the Hunt. They continued to pursue me, in the outskirts, then in Vizima when I killed the Grand Master. Now I know it was no coincidence.
Kayran mentioned roses of remembrance growing somewhere near here. Cedric claims likewise. If that's true...
Right now I should be searching the forest for Yorveth, not looking for flowers.
I could restore your memory.
You sure?
Everything seems to indicate that. Whatever's blocking your memory is clearly weakening. I think I could break that barrier with just one petal from a rose of remembrance. Those flowers are truly powerful.
In that case, Yorveth can wait.
Want me to go with you?
Of course.
I'd love your company.
All right then. Let's go. Cedric mentioned there are some old elven buildings near the cascade in the forest. We should start there.
Lead the way.
Shut your traps. Stop bloody moaning down there.
I'm glad you're here.
Look, Coffer's dozed off. Welcome.
Rose of
The town watch
Remembrance.
teaches and entertains.
Oh man, love how like all this like fits together so well and builds up so nicely to like Witcher 3 now with the wild hunt like thematically becoming more important and stuff. Really nicely written. And I mean obviously there's a lot more very interesting info on the wild hunt hidden in Witcher 2, which I don't know if you found it yet. But yeah, let me just say there's
So, what about that bonus? Is the
quite the bit of information there that might be a bit unexpected.
We're out of mutton.
And yeah, and I like that they have the courage to just like hide it somewhere in the game that you might not even see. But I'm not gonna spoil it, I think.
Does he tend to lose them?
Yeah, and also like just having played Witcher 1, where kind of the wild hunt was also a constant all the way through. Pretty cool. All makes a lot of sense to me. Well, thanks Triss. Hitting me with a door. What's that about? Right. The forest is safe now. Well, there's a couple of intriguers left, I guess, but at least no intrigue queens anymore, and no better nests. I would like to loot these though. Can you just wait a second, Triss? power. Oh, I can see a Mecha warrior over there. Are we just gonna ignore those? Apparently.
I'm glad you're here.
Warrior Mecha blood. And a lot of other stuff. Oh, there's more! Why is there still so many Nekas here after I've killed all the nests? Right? Have you gone, Triss? There you are. Oh, I know which scene is coming up, by the way. It's a fun one. You probably remember too if you've played the game. The Elven Ruins.
I'm glad you're here.
Glad you're here.
I think we've arrived. The cascade, the menhir. We need to take the path leading upwards.
Gardens in the middle of forests? Those elves really like to complicate things.
Stop whining. It's not far now. Cedric told me a beautiful legend about this place.
Go ahead.
Legends are almost always beautiful, especially elven ones. The reality often leaves a lot to be desired.
Well, Cedric also said the site itself was something wonderful.
So you're not gonna tell me the legend? Well, thanks for teasing me, I guess.
The rose must be here somewhere.
I'll look around.
Alden and Cymoril. Cedric said Cymoril eclipsed even Francesca Findabair with her beauty, and Francesca's reputed to be the world's most beautiful woman.
Cedric drinks too much.
He really has visions, you know. He really has the gift. He could learn to control it if he drank less.
Cedric drinks to get rid of the visions, and that's something I understand perfectly well.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
Oh my. Lovers. Look at it. It's beautiful. I just don't understand it. How did the elves become so cruel? The one with the scar had so much hatred in him.
Places like this make you realize just how much they've lost. There used to be entire elven cities, and the forests were theirs to enjoy, not to hide in. Humans destroyed that, put them in reservations. Yorvith and his kind are taking revenge, though not all elves are like that.
Kayran said there's a lot more at stake.
He has his ideal, a certain vision of the world, but do you think there's room for humans in it?
We're practically one and the same.
Wrong, Triss. We've been learning from each other for generations, but we're different at base.
I don't know why I find that awfully sad.
Just like this garden. Beautiful and sad.
Okay, let's.
Cymoril's Rose of Remembrance. Legend has it they wilt unless nourished with blood, and also if they're sold. But give it to someone you love, and it'll live forever.
That's not fair. No. Of course we're gonna say here.
This one's for you.
Oh, Geralt.
I want you to keep it. If there's any truth to the legend, it shouldn't wilt. Even if you pluck a petal or two.
Thank you.
This is the statue, Curly. Don't mind us. Imagine the corn we'll get. I won't leave the brothel for a month.
6 weeks even.
Where does that woman get the gold for all this? I mean, her and the old man, they're buying a new house. And now these statues for the garden. Must be defraying the treasury. What's a town chancellor do anyway?
They'd be ploughing hard to move.
We'd never shift it in one piece. I know. We'll break off the legs, the heads, remove it in bits.
Break off your own head, clown.
Shut your trap, cunt.
And...
Kill them!
Look at these freaks. Ruining our perfectly beautiful moment here. Walking.
Not bad for a freak of nature!
Guys, fight each other. And now the last one.
Watch out!
Oh my god. This is so silly and yet so fun.
Incredible what the N-shape built before human ships ever appeared in the Pontar Delta. Elves possess a sensitivity humans can't ever hope to acquire. Looks like we're stuck.
Well, gosh
There must be
darn.
another way out of here. Why are you looking at me that way? Do I have something on my face? What's going on in that head of yours, Witcher?
Oh, you know. Stuff. You could use a bath.
So could you.
Content warning.
A witcher's blade. Letho comes here to think.
Well, he's not here now, so we've no reason to stay.
The Dwaan stole the story of Eldon and Cymoril, but they now steal our roses of remembrance. A more silly and shallow tale I've never heard. An enchanted wood, a beautiful elven couple living within. A handsome human prince arrives, riding a milk-white stallion. Bloody Dwan. We Enche remember how it was. Limitless devotion, passion, commitment, and sacrifice. Legend has it the lovers' sighs are enchanted within these very stones, though only those in love can hear them.
Dwarf be like, what? Am I hearing something?
Singing bushes, jabbering stones, elven hogwash. Well, I'm buggered.
We should take walks more often. For a while there I forgot all about Flotsam, the Scoia'tael, the Kingslayer, the whole world, really.
Nice to know I still have that power.
I need time to devise the spell. It could take as much as a few days. What do you plan to do while you wait?
I'm going to meet Yorvith.
Well, don't get yourself killed. That'd be pretty stupid now.
What are you getting at?
You're about to recover your memory, which will give you a whole new perspective on things. We'll learn what happened to Yennefer.
Uh-huh. And you expect me to drop everything and tell Roche, hey, it's been great, but I've got places to go and people to find?
You know, you could. I mean, you don't really owe him anything. I'm just afraid you'll get caught up in something and you won't be able to back out. Yorvith's a sly old elf. He's been fighting humans for a full century at least. This Letho is no common bandit either, and I shudder to think who put him on the warpath. It's a mire, Geralt, deep and hungry, and it could swallow you whole before you know it.
It possibly already has.
I want you to know that I'm prepared to travel to the end of the world with you to save Yennefer. I owe you that. I owe her that. I'm prepared to drop everything. The trappings of court life, politics, the regicides. I could even live at Kaer Morhen. It's up to you.
Triss.
Let me finish. I can only say this once. If you want to go alone, I'll understand. And I won't try to persuade you otherwise.
Well, that was quite something. And yeah. In this playthrough in Witcher 1, I've also gone with Triss all the way, so I'll do the very same thing now. And man, this is gonna be a tough decision if Yennefer comes back in 3. Because I really, really like Triss as a character as well. I mean, I adore the fact how not catty she is about Yennefer, even though she knows that, like, before the amnesia, Yennefer was basically the love of Geralt's life.
I can't know what the future holds. I don't know what else is hidden in my mind. But whatever it is, whatever happens, I don't want to lose you. I'd have to be an utter fool and complete ingrate to let you go.
That's kind. Thank you. Does that mean we're leaving the regicides to Roche and tending to our own matters?
I think so, and I think you're right. I don't owe anyone anything.
I'm glad you've noticed that.
But that doesn't mean I'm willing to sit around doing nothing. You need time anyway, and in that time I'll catch the Kingslayer.
Geralt, please, be careful.
I'll go see Zoltan, and together we'll go find Yorvith. With a little luck, I'll capture the Kingslayer, and then we can go back to living our own lives.
Good. Will you talk to Roche?
I'll think about it.
Alright. Conveniently enough, there's also pretty cool loot here. Oh, Vernon Roche. Just at the right time.
There you are. Is everything all right? This is nice. What a beautiful place.
Very.
How'd you find us?
Finding those I seek is a speciality of mine. Now, let's get out of here. The Scoia'tael are out in droves.
Wait, Vernon. We need to talk.
About what?
A few days from now I plan to leave, get back on the path, back to my witcher's work. That'll mean the end of our mission.
Care to tell me what prompted this decision?
Triss. She knows how to restore my memory.
Why not drop everything and leave now?
Triss needs time to prepare the spells.
You're giving up. No other name for it, you're just giving up. What of the Kingslayer? Many still believe you're him.
I don't think I care anymore. Those whose opinions I value, well, they know the truth.
Uh-huh. You see someone kick a dog and you're incapable of letting it go. And you want to release that fiend who we've succeeded in cornering, who's thrashing to get out of the cage we've put up around him.
I want nothing of the sort. I'm not leaving for a few more days. In that time, I'll catch Letho for you. That's the Kingslayer's name, incidentally. I know how to get him.
How?
You're not going to like this, but it'll involve working with the Scoia'tael.
Is your mind completely plowed at this point? Did Triss put this nonsense in your head?
Listen to me. You'll get your Kingslayer soon. I'll give you him or his head. After which you'll clear me of all charges and let me go my way.
What else? Perhaps you'd like me to embrace Yorveth in gratitude as well.
Yorveth's not my problem. I'm no elf hunter. I've never been one, and I don't intend to become one.
Enough. You've made your decision, I can see that. So be it. But I think we all know who's being the prick here.
Don't know what you're being so worked up about, Roche. I said I'm gonna find your Kingslayer, and that's that.
So long, Roche.
Let's look around here further first. That seems to be it, actually. Okay, so I just found this book about the Wild Hunt. Let's read this first. Wild Hunt. According to the Nordlings, the Wild Hunt is a procession, or rather a cavalcade of skeletal horsemen. They rush across the sky on the bony remains of steeds, clad in rusty remnants of armor. They wear jagged swords at their waists. Like comets, the Wild Hunt is an omen of war, which has been confirmed beyond all doubt. The spectral cavalcade ventures out in search of victims every several years. But its harvest was never as rich as just before the last war with Nilfgaard, when over 20 souls went missing in Novigrad alone after the hunt passed through. Curiously, elven and dwarven legends make not the slightest mention of the Wild Hunt. So it's something that's tied to humans, I guess. Anything else that's new here? I mean, we do have a lot of new journal entries, but we'll have a look at them when we're like in a, I don't know, in an inn or something. Roche, why are you standing in that water? Also, that water, well, never mind. Also, no, I'm gonna check with Triss first. No new dialogue. I have the notes of a madman who claimed he'd been abducted by the hunt.
So long, Roche.
Where do I have the notes, though? This book is not it. This is just like a general analysis of the Wild Hunt. But I mean, I think it's not in here, or is it? 3 years among the intriguers, no report for Thala. Well, alright, let's just pick that option then. Seems to be what'll get us out of here.
I found a patient's chart in the ruins of the hospital.
Oh, that's it.
You mean the burned-down insane asylum?
They committed him to the asylum because he'd insisted he'd been a prisoner of the Wild Hunt. He claimed he'd been in a world without humans, where he'd seen herds of unicorns. He managed to return to our world after a year, only to find his children had died of old age. Following this, Vernon, it means he'd been to a world where time flows a lot slower.
The very same world that Ciri in the books was in for a little while.
So long, Roche.
Right, so somehow we... Oh, I guess we can just climb up here, can we? Oh yeah, okay. all these bandits we killed here earlier. I guess their loot's already gone, right? What are these guys doing? Like, are you not coming with? Well, I don't know. Well, okay, so let's have a look at my quests, maybe. So talk to Zoltan about the Scoia'tael, returning memories. And that's all. Rose of Remembrance and the Kayran are completed. Okay, so talk to Zoltan, which means going back to town. Alright, that was a nice nice little diversion there. More than that, really. It's a decision about like what Geralt's gonna do with his life and who he's gonna spend it with.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
This is the fastest way back to town? Yeah, seems alright. More neckers. Holy shit, Necker warriors do a lot of damage. And I just died from the bleeding. Well, isn't that great? Oh my god, I think I haven't done a save in quite a while. Oh no. Alright, is this... Okay, so this is here. Well, that's better than it could have been.
I found a... You mean?
Okay, let's just
do
this again. Do I have all the loot from here? Right, yep, so let's just go outside. Triss already leave? Okay. I need to save more often. Also I have a level up. Fun how the weather is entirely different this time around. Save. No neckers now, but I'm fine with that. Oh, suddenly the lighting changes entirely. That's weird.
Your pubes white too?
Let's go into town. We were to speak with Zoltan, right?
What does a bloody witcher actually eat?
The same stuff you eat.
Any news?
Triss has sniffed something out. Apparently, there are prisoners on the barge in the port. Squirrels, no less.
Yeah, we've been there already.
Zoltan, I need to ask you a favor.
Shoot.
I heard you know the local Scoia'tael.
You heard? Meaning some goat's arse in a helmet hollowed it out in the market square.
I need some way to get to this Yorvith.
You know, I don't want you thinking I'm all chummy with the Scoia'tael. And Yorvith detests me. Why would you want to see him anyway?
He knows where the Kingslayer is.
Yorvith? And here I always thought him a common thug. All right. No reason to sit on our arses. Come on. You can tell me everything on the way.
Lead on, Zoltan.
Tell me, who said I have contacts with the Scoia'tael?
Laredo.
What a prick.
That's why he wanted to hang you? For making deals with the squirrels?
What? I met a few, yes, but made no fucking deals.
What about their leader?
They say Yorvith's mad, but the Scoia'tael are at his beck and call. Sod knows what he wants.
Hope you'll tell me what it is.
Tell you what, of two evils, Laredo's the bigger prick.
Because he almost hanged you?
Because he stirs up the locals against non-humans. And there's word he's colluding with Kedwin.
What's his angle?
Greed!
I can't stand this
King Hansel would gladly annex more land and grant Laredo privileges. Come on, we've got a long way to go.
I guess we could have had that conversation on the way.
Pale. Eat something. So how's it going?
A fine mess you have here.
Right at the house.
Everything alright at the household? Where are you going, little dwarf? Right, so which way now?
We need to go deeper into the forest. I hope they didn't change the password.
You know their password? What are you playing at, Zoltan?
All right. The Scoia'tael asked me to command a unit.
No wonder Laredo wanted you hanged.
They may have asked, but I didn't accept the fucking offer. This is it. I was due to meet them here.
I know. They're aiming arrows at us.
What? Geralt, I know full well you're always vigilant, but quit poking fun at me.
Give them the password.
What them?
Hurry up, they're edgy.
Kierkegaard!
Stop bawling. What do you want?
Countersign.
Heidegger. I asked you a question.
Take us to Yorvith.
Why?
If we wanted to speak with you, we wouldn't ask for your leader.
Yorvith won't talk with you.
You don't know that.
Leave while you're still able.
The two of you won't scare us off.
There are 4 more in that tree.
How do you know?
I can hear them breathing. One's sick or on Fistek.
How?
He's wheezing.
What? You elven cock's gone soft?
We just want to talk to Yorvith.
Wait at the clearing. The dwarf knows where. We'll let Yorvith know.
Make sure you do. Come on, Geralt. I know what these elven pricks have planned. Been there once.
What are you talking about?
That clearing is a monster's lair. Huge horse son with a shell in its back.
An Arachas in these parts? I thought that was impossible.
Just give me a second. I do have the information on the Arachas, right? The Arachas study, yeah. And I have read this. Okay, good. So...
I don't know the shit's name, but it's terrifying. They sent us into a trap.
Tough. Let's go.
Apropos trap. Also funny, I was gonna remark about this earlier, that their passwords and countersign, Kierkegaard and Heidegger, Obviously they use Enlightenment philosophers as their counter signs and passwords. Very interesting. Soren, Kierkegaard and Heidegger.
Let the dogs live, Geralt, I'll tell you that much. We're here. That creature prowls down there.
Right where we're supposed to meet Yorvith.
Exactly. Any ideas?
Well,
I last fought an Arachas some time ago.
I never had the swiving pleasure. Not that I mind.
Wait here.
What are you? Think me a limp prick?
Oh, Zoltan. I don't think you're a limp prick. Don't worry. I should probably drink a swallow. And then, I don't remember what the best strategy was. But I do have my bombs and traps skilled now, so it'd probably be a good idea to use them a lot. Like I do have a couple of Dragon's Dream, Samum and Conflagration left.
This is the place the elves mentioned.
That thing approaching us is no elf.
I'll leave it to you, Geralt. Monsters are not my specialty.
Okay, obviously we're gonna need Quen. Then we're gonna need some traps, I feel. Oh, no. Oh, well, that actually does a decent amount of damage like this. Oh, it didn't walk into this one though, unfortunately. I don't know if it's actually in a like impossible spot, or can it... I don't want you to like kill Zoltan there. Oh, I can still set it off, very good. Let's try some Dragon Stream for a change. That did a lot of damage. Man, bombs up. Like, I mean, the trap was powerful. Okay. Set another trap. Come here. I don't want Zoltan to steal my last hit, of course. That'd be bad. I want the XP. Pow. There we go. That was easy enough. Traps are fun.
A lovely show, Gwynblade. But tell me, was it worth it? An uneven fight and certain death await you anyway.
I could ask you the same thing.
What do you want, fat gun? Speak quickly before I kill you both.
Letho betrayed you. He wanted to make a deal with your comrade, Kayran.
Kayran ep Esnilin is dead. 2 weeks ago, his warriors were ambushed and killed. You should invent better lies, Gwynblade.
He's on the barge, wounded but alive. He turned Letho down, and his unit paid the ultimate price.
If you speak the truth, Letho will die. But words alone are not enough.
What's your angle, Yorvith?
You wouldn't understand.
Hiding in woods, killing berry pickers, eating roots.
We live by our own rules, doing what's necessary to attain our goal.
What is your goal?
What's it to you, Geralt? Esseth Vatgern. You tell me to stuff it up my arse.
Not everything deserves that fate. My life now depends on your whim, so I'm curious.
Then listen well. The 2 dead kings were whoresomes who damned their own children to stay in power. But in the East, there's someone truly deserving of a crown.
The east? Oh, okay, I remember, yes.
So the hired assassin turned out to be a traitor.
It's his word against yours.
For now. Why do you trust him? Because he's a Dwan who agreed to do shady work for you?
He did what had to be done. He proved nobody's untouchable.
You attack and murder the people of Flotsam, forgetting that elves and dwarves live among them.
That's no life. They've been stripped of self-respect, forced to live and die by human laws. They're more Dwan than you, Geralt.
You still trust this assassin?
You may be lying.
If I'm lying, so did Kayran.
We'll investigate it for his sake. We shall see how Letho reacts to your sensational news.
Where is he?
The ruins of Kelmerwed. For some reason he likes the place. My unit will cover us. Ready?
Why did you want Foltest dead?
He might have appeared charming, but in reality he allowed the elder races in Temeria to be oppressed. He was like old Dwan, but his death has more significance.
Let's meet there. I have something to take care of first.
Varfel, Gwynblade. Just don't try any tricks.
Yep, for example, I gotta
Came here
this
together,
Arachas.
together.
No, Zoltan. Your presence might raise suspicions.
As you wish. Just don't get slaughtered.
Yep, I can collect my old traps. Obviously, they're blown, but I can take the parts apart and construct new traps from them. I add other ingredients as well, of course. What else? There's another trap here. Another blown out trap. Some mushrooms. I already looted the Arachas. One talent. Killing the Arachas, didn't that give me any XP? Wow, I guess. Because I remember I had one talent before, and I'm still at the very beginning of my level. That's weird. Okay. Okay. What else do we have here? Skeleton. Some ballist back here. And I think that'll be alright. Where are we at right now, by the way? Oh, we're in this area, that's right. Wolfsbane.
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much.
Alright, let's get out of here, Zoltan. I mean, if you wanna. Can stick around a little longer. Wait. Wait, where do I go? Oh, up here, I guess. Yep. No. What? Oh, okay. I guess I think I see it. Up here. Where's this lead? I'm interested. Where does it lead? Some hidden loot? Oh, okay. Nothing special then. So go meet Letho in the Elven Ruins is what we are supposed to do right now. And I guess that's what we're gonna do. But on the way there, we're gonna make a quick break, spend our talent point, and also kind of read up a little bit on the quests. We have... is this... oh no, this is the way to the hospital. Yeah, we need to go a little further east here for the Elven Ruins path. Chilly weather once more. Right. Let's try and get this place of power, because the healing could come in very handy. Because you know what's gonna happen once we get to the ruins. I'll save here. I haven't saved in a while. I just noticed. Okay, that's where your Veth is. Alright, so let's... okay, it stopped raining, so let's find like this nice secluded spot here. Meditate for a little while. Spend our character point, and I think I wanted to go for side effects. Then Harvester, and then one of those. Fortunately, I can't build any traps here, but I can mix bombs. Alchemy. Dancing Star, for instance, does 20 to 80 damage. Oh, is that already taking into account my skill? I think it is, because I haven't seen it do 80 before. Dragon's Dream does also... no, Dragon's Dream does 20 to 60. Yeah, they're already doubled. It's pretty intense though. Grape Shot does 60 to 80. It's a lot of damage. It's like 70 on average per bomb. And we can build 28 of them. I think we're gonna build quite a few Grape Shot bombs here. Mongoose, that's was against the Kayran. Battery's Filter. Okay. Let's make like, I don't know, at least 15 Grape Shot bombs for now. Petri's Filter, do we want that? Increases sign intensity, not very badly. Rook. Summon, stuns and freezes all within range. Yeah, let's make like 5 more of that or something. Swallow potions, I don't know how many I have left, but I think I have a couple left. And just to be sure, I can make like 3 emergency swallow potions if I don't have any. Torniol, that's vigor regeneration, yeah. Yeah. Might wanna have a couple of those. Are we using their Arachas eyes? I don't really mind using that, am I? Do I? Kayran tissue. Kayran eyes. These seem very rare, but I don't think it's like actually stuff that you can use for like very powerful potions. It's just like a regular ingredient with the fulgur aspect to it. So anything else? Maybe a bit of brown oil increases bleeding. I mean, we're not using oils so far at the moment, so it might be good to have a couple at least. And I think that's it. We might as well just build Grape Shot bombs from the rest of the stuff we have. Okay. Then a couple of summon bombs. Sure, why not? Let's do 8 more. Troll Tongue. Nah, okay, so I think we're good now. Then I will... just give me a second, escape. Look at our quests quite a bit. So, the Assassins of Kings. Where did we leave this quest off? Oh, I think we haven't read most of this. Just the first paragraph. From the very beginning, the prison ship moored at the wharf attracted Geralt's attention. Non-humans, alleged or actual Scoia'tael and their collaborators, were imprisoned below decks. When Triss told the Witcher that an adjutant of Yorveth by the name of Kayran was among the prisoners, our hero decided to speak with him personally. He and the sorceress proceeded to the wharf, hoping to reach the unit's leader and by extension Letho through Kayran. The intelligence proved true, however. Geralt was unable to speak with Kayran, for the elf was writhing in agony, dying. Before Triss could start healing, Geralt had to use the Axis sign to calm him. Following the conversation with Yorveth's adjutant, the search for the Kingslayer gathered momentum. However, other matters of greater importance to Geralt could not wait. The Witcher had a very serious conversation with Triss Merigold, the results of which are detailed in another thread. And only after he finished what he was asked, did he continue the investigation. Triss had had enough of serving Temeria. She wanted to leave it all behind and go far, far away with her beloved. However, Geralt couldn't forget that Roche had freed him from prison and wanted to repay the debt. Deep in her heart, the sorceress knew the Witcher needed to finish what he had started. She began preparing an infusion from the Rose of Remembrance, while the Witcher had a serious talk with Roche. In the end, he agreed to do one more thing for Roche. To help capture Yorveth, Geralt went to see Zoltan. Zoltan was a very helpful dwarf, a fact to which anyone he has helped to empty a cask of beer can attest. Geralt didn't have to repeat himself, and before you could say searching for squirrels in a forest smells of suicide, Zoltan and the Witcher marched to the Scoia'tael meeting place. Geralt indeed found Scoia'tael in the place indicated by Zoltan. He learned where to find Yorveth and was warned about the beast prowling the area. Of the two evils, Zoltan preferred to face the monster. He was certain the squirrels were preparing an ambush. The forest monster was an Arachas, a creature so vile and dangerous that its description would cause ladies and the more sensitive young men to faint. Well, to a Witcher, no creature is vile. It is either easy to kill or hard to kill. Unfortunately, the Arachas was one of the latter, a fact the Witcher learned the hard way. The Arachas was slain, but a more dangerous foe emerged from the forest. It turned out that Yorveth had been watching as the Witcher battled the beast. Intrigued by our hero's bravado, he even deigned not to have the intruders shot, as was his custom. This way Geralt had a chance to discuss Letho's betrayal with the elf and was every bit as diplomatic as the situation allowed. And know that the situation did not allow much leeway, for the lives of Zoltan and Geralt hung by a thread throughout. Fortunately, the Witcher's information proved compelling enough that Yorveth not only heard them out, but also agreed to work with them. And the current quest stage is go meet Letho in the Elven Ruins. Returning memories. Another vision also came during an interrogation, but this time Yorveth's adjutant was the one interrogated. The smell of apples brought the memory of the Isle of Avalach, a mysterious island where Geralt arrived after the events in Rivia. The Witcher once more lived through the wondrous experience of that place, but he was not to cherish them for long. Wonder turned into fury when Geralt saw a woman being kidnapped by the Wild Hunt. The abducted was very important to him. The Witcher realized that searching for her became his main goal in life. Triss Merigold decided to accelerate the process by which Geralt would recover his memory. She wanted to use magic and needed a Rose of Remembrance for her spells. Mystic River, yeah, we've had that. Rough Landing, these are all old. Right. The Rose of Remembrance. Interrogating Kayran made Geralt feel strange. Perhaps it touched a nerve, and it certainly caused anxiety. The Witcher could almost hear the memories locked away in his mind calling for freedom and battering at the door that kept them from him. Seeing the Witcher's behavior, Triss decided there was no time to lose and asked Geralt to find a Rose of Remembrance. This powerful psychoactive agent could hasten the recovery of his memory. Geralt and Triss went off to search for the flower, or more precisely, Geralt followed the sorceress, who knew how to reach the place where the roses apparently grew. The Witcher reached the waterfall and then followed the path upwards towards the Elven Ruins. instinct told the Witcher that there were roses of remembrance somewhere nearby. Indeed, Geralt soon saw the plant and could pick the flower he had been seeking. Our hero found a bush of roses of remembrance, leaned forward and picked what looked like an ordinary flower. A rose is a rose is a rose is a rose, a poet once wrote. But she was wrong in regard to this one, for the flower really was the key to Geralt's memory. The ruin's atmosphere contributed to an intimate feeling both Geralt and Triss felt, yet intruders disturbed it. A band of thugs stealing the last surviving statues appeared in the ruins. The outraged Triss provoked the plunderers and a fight ensued. Geralt had to defend both his life and that of the sorceress. As if the bandits were not enough, the ground beneath the Witcher's and the sorceress's feet caved in. The ceilings of an underground room, eroded by time, gave in, and our heroes landed within. It was a beautiful bathhouse, elven built of course. It was still supplied in water by a clean spring. However, Geralt was in no mood to admire the works of ancient masters. The Witcher started looking for an exit. You should know that Geralt and Triss had grown weary of missions ordered by crowned heads and of saving the world, whether in its entirety or in part, not to mention their exhaustion with pursuing secret organizations. After sharing a bath, they had a long talk about private things, which had until then been continuously put off. The sorceress wanted to leave it all and flee as far as possible, to keep a low profile with Geralt, somewhere away from all their problems. The witch, however, wanted to repay his debt of gratitude to Roche, and so left to speak with him. Interesting that Dandelion wouldn't know about like the details of this session in the Elven ruins. I guess they told him? I don't know. The Kayran. Where did we leave off here? Kayran's lair. After speaking with Sheila, Geralt was ready to fight the Kayran. Armed with a sword and knowledge, she set out to slay the monster. You should have seen the battle. The bridge's arcs crumbled like houses of cards, and the beast's blood mingled with its poisonous mucus. Finally, the Witcher, with much effort, won the day. The beast was dead, and our hero could pick the reward he had rightly earned. Also, in the Claws of Madness, we've just read the first paragraph of that. Or have we? No, I think we have already read this, right? Yep. Or like most of it. The Witcher had already decided how to lift the curse. Then he lured Rupert and Gridley into a trap. Yeah, we've read this. Hungover. Lecker contract. Louis Mercer nodded approvingly, filled in the THX114 form, and having paid the Witcher, wished him much luck. Then our hero left, thinking about what to spend his hard-earned orens on. Also, the Witcher acted on his idea. The Neckers were thus buried in their underground dens, and Geralt went to see Louis Mercer about his well-earned reward. The idea proved right on target. The Witcher dealt with the intriguers and went to see Louis Mercer about his reward. Louis Mercer filled out the WL-17 form and paid the Witcher, but not before deducting a monstrous tax. Thus ended the intriguer adventure. Troll trouble. Have you read any of this? I think only the first paragraph. On a forest road, he met a farmer from Lobindon and learned some things about the problems with a local troll. The monster once worked on a bridge on the river, but took to drinking and started causing trouble. The peasant had intrigued Geralt. He beseeched him to talk with Chorap, the elder of Lobindon, before killing the troll. Geralt had a talk with the troll, man to man. Oh, we've had this already. The Witcher learned that the female troll had been killed by one Dimitri. Right. Yeah. So just go to the Vanquished, Melina, Fight Club, 101 Flotsam. Bring it on Flotsam, Poker Face Flotsam. Yeah, these are boring. The Karen Ostmerk. Must admit that the potion worked exceptionally well in the fight with a huge beast. The Witcher would probably best the Karen even without the protection afforded by the brew. But after all, he was a professional. He valued his life too much to expose himself to unnecessary risk. With much effort and no small help from Sheila de Tansarville, the Kayran was finally slain. Now came the best part of any contract. Geralt could see the merchant on the waterfront and collect his reward. A full pouch of orens improved Geralt's mood and was fair compensation for the difficult fight with the Kayran. Freed from danger, the townsfolk of Flotsam breathed a sigh of relief, and foreign merchants could finally set off. Everything just like in the old stories, before the time the witches began to have second thoughts and dabble in politics. Locations, nothing new. Characters. The Troll of Flotsam. A personal tragedy was behind the troll's drunkenness, the death of his wife. She had been killed by unknown assailants. Once the death of his beloved had been avenged, the troll pulled himself together, promising to rebuild the bridge and quit drinking. Rupert. Geralt first encountered Rupert near the ruins of the asylum in the forest beyond Flotsam. The Edirnian medic claimed he had come to the area with his friend Gridley in search of rare herbs. However, it appeared that they had underestimated the dangers lurking in both the forest and the ruins. Something was missing from his story, however. Rupert had been a medic in a field hospital during the war. He and his friends had committed a crime back then. Years later, the wraith of the Nilfgaardian soldier had tortured to death. Nilfgaardian soldier they had tortured to death, summoned them to the scene of the crime so to have its revenge. Crime begets punishment, and this case was no different. Geralt had no desire to defend murderers. Rupert and his friend got what they deserved. Rupert's friend was in a dire state, lost amidst somber ruins in a wilderness forsaken by gods and humans alike. Geralt found him easily and learned more about him, including what had led him to take such risks. Gridley had been stationed in the area during the war. His unit had tortured a Nilfgaardian soldier to death, all in the name of finding a treasure. Years later, the murdered man's wraith used its power to force Gridley and Rupert to return to the site of their crime. Gridley shared Rupert's fate and paid for his past crimes, for Geralt decided that he would not stop the wraith from exacting its revenge. Kayran had served in Yorveth's unit as the elven commander adjutant. Captured and imprisoned on the prison barge by Lorido's men, his position was unenviable, to say the least. Yet he still demonstrated the pride and stubbornness so characteristic of the Yen Shade. Triss Marigold. Where did we leave off? The sorceress's greatest desire was to be the one and only woman in Geralt's life, and to forget about all the troubles and dangers they had recently experienced. Geralt agreed to her proposal, but before they could act, fate showed them how hard it can be to carry out such romantic plans. Kingslayer. The mysterious individual now had a name. It appeared that this Letho, whoever he might be, was playing his own game, one in which the Scoia'tael had become an impediment. Yet this ultimate objective remained a mystery to Geralt. Letho had indeed been working with the squirrels doing their wet work for them. Geralt would soon learn the answers to many more questions. Yorveth. In the eyes of some people like Lorido or Roche, Yorveth was a common criminal, his hands stained by the blood of innocents. Indeed, the list of those he had cut down in his fight for freedom could easily rival the number of ballads, romances and ditties in my repertoire. The elf was certainly a dangerous individual. He was not, however, a bloodthirsty monster. Ever cautious and aware of the game he was playing, he jumped at the chance of testing Letho's loyalty, becoming Geralt's ally, at least temporarily. Zoltan Chive. The charges that Zoltan had contacts with the squirrels were not entirely baseless. Though he did not actively participate in military action, the dwarf knew the unit's leader, Yorveth, among others. It was not surprising, really, that, having encountered the aforementioned human spite and ungratefulness at every step, Zoltan sympathized with the dwarven and elven freedom fighters. He was balanced in his views, however, and valued loyalty to his old friends above all else. Sheila de Tansarville. Sheila's presence also turned out to be a lucrative opportunity for Zoltan. Yeah, we had that already. One has to admit that Sheila's help proved to be useful. The sorceress did not fear the monster and bravely fought, aiding the Witcher with her powers. No new monsters. Kayran Trap, Hunter Armor, Kayran Carapace Armor. Oh, we could build that. It's only armor 9 though. Vitality plus 30, resistance to poisoning, bleeding, incineration plus 30. That's not bad. I mean, it all comes down to, I guess, how many upgrade slots this one has. Right? Any new recipes? Any new glossaries? The Wild Hunt. One of the insane asylum's patients claimed to have been abducted by the Wild Hunt and taken to a world where unicorns saunter about lush elven gardens, where Ciri also was. When he finally succeeded in escaping the Hunt's grasp, he returned to his world only to find that his children had aged and died, so many years had passed. Stories of the Wild Hunt do not appear in the dwarven and elven cultures. It is quite interesting, for the elder races must have faced the Hunt long before the humans did. As it seems, the dwarves ignore everything on mutual terms, while the elves are mysteriously silent on that subject. According to the Nordlings, the Wild Hunt is a procession, or rather a cavalcade of skeletal horsemen. They rush across the sky on the bony remains of steeds. Clad in rusty remnants of armor, they wear jagged swords at their waists. Like comets, the Wild Hunt is an omen of war, which has been confirmed beyond all doubt. The spectral cavalcade ventures out in search of victims every several years. Oh, that's the same as in the book, actually. But its harvest was never as rich as just before the last war with Nilfgaard, when over 20 souls went missing in Novigrad alone after the hunt passed through. Curiously, elven and dwarven legends make not the slightest mention of the Wild Hunt. Right, I think that's all there is to read for us at this point in time. We've assigned our level. We should drink another potion. No, not alchemy. Before this goes down. Namely another swallow and probably a tawny owl. And then we can go on with our story. Towards the conclusion of chapter 1 here. Escape. Save. Speak to Yorveth.
We need a ruse. Tell Letho you've captured me and want to hand me over to him.
And you?
I'll be unarmed, hands bound. If you're not lying, his reaction will confirm it. I don't trust you, of course. My warriors will cover us if you try anything stupid.
I get it.
I don't think so. Do anything stupid and they'll tie you down on an anthill, face-coated with honey. You'll scream so loud even the storm riders will hear you.
Are you always so grandiose? We could just tell Letho to own up.
I'd fail men here yet, Tenverder.
Conquer with courage rather than strength.
Exactly. Let's go. Make sure you don't betray our ruse.
Geralt knows his elven. Yeah, I'll make sure of that, Yorveth. Don't worry at all. Everything's gonna go as you planned it. The mountain of meat. There he
Geralt
is.
of Rivia. What's the meaning of this?
I'm here to negotiate.
Yorveth, the woodland fox caught at last. I underestimated you.
Who are you?
You really don't remember?
I'm sick of that question.
So it's true. And here I feared that you would ruin it all. I am Letho of Gullet. I'm a Kingslayer.
Joke's over. Unbind me.
Tell me who you're working for, and the elf is yours.
We work for ourselves.
We?
The Kingslayers.
Demavend, Foltest. Who else? Who the hell are you?
We've met, Geralt. Do you remember?
No.
I'll never forget it. You saved my life. White Wolf. We fought side by side. Now we'll cross blades. This wouldn't be necessary if I'd killed Yorveth first.
Surret and orcs will drown in their own blood.
Oh, I don't think so. My men will finish their task long before the Scoia'tael in the Pontar Valley realize you're dead.
Surret and Ox. Who are they?
Kingslayers the Scoia'tael are assisting in the Pontar Valley, in Upper Edirn.
I wondered what a human was doing among the Scoia'tael.
My enemy's enemy is my friend. Know the saying? The Scoia'tael are my brothers in vengeance.
You killed Foltest. You'll answer for that.
You're the only one who saw it happen. You'll do the answering.
I don't see any other way to do this. Draw your sword.
Enough of this farce! Vedrai, Enlay!
What game are you playing?
One that you just lost.
Give me my sword.
Go plow yourself.
Get the Kingslayer!
I have to kill you. Try it, but I'm no king. Such a pity we're on opposite sides. I see you still know how to fight.
Okay, this is gonna be hard. Man. This is potentially even gonna be harder than the Kayran fight.
They think I killed Foltest.
Oh, I forgot something, it seems. I forgot to equip my grape shot bombs. And also snare traps are not gonna help here really. Unfortunately. No. Why does that affect my Quen? He has a better Quen though, which is a bit of an annoyance. Damn it! Which means I can only do damage to him when its Quen is down. And that's not too often. I'll try my best with bombs here, but he has his own ranged attacks. At least I have a good dodge. Damage. Oh, that's not good. I mean, I guess I could try Erden. I don't think that's very effective against him. Can I not target him, by the way? That's another annoyance. Oh. Man. Oh, his damn Quen just kicks in always when my grape shot goes off. I guess I need to... Yeah, no, now he got me. Tough one. I don't really know how to crack him. I don't know how I win here. obviously.
Why would a witcher kill kings? I'm a witcher no more. That was long ago. So you're a hired thug? Congratulations.
Oh! He seems to be not so diligent about his Quen anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna get you, Letho.
Should have surrendered when you could. You fight well, but you were better ones. The muscles remember. One thing the Wild Hunt couldn't take from you. A witcher and a few elves are enough to kill a king?
You've no idea how many people were eager to help us.
You really think they will all keep quiet?
Yorveth's time is running out. The others will be judged and condemned for sowing chaos.
So, why?
You were one of us, Geralt. You saved us. Now we're even. Your witch is good with magic. Think she'll be able to teleport me to Aedirn. If she behaves, I won't harm her.
I'll find you.
See you in Aedirn, then.
Well, well.
What happened? Where is he? Where's the Kingslayer?
Fled. Yorveth?
Captured. My men have taken him to Flotsam. The Kingslayer may attempt to spring him from prison.
I doubt it. He needs Triss.
Really? Why?
I've set the elves against him so he can't move through the forests. I have to find Triss first.
Follow me then. That was a damn good fight.
Well. It was a good fight that we lost, unfortunately. Right, Cutlass. Oh, which one are we gonna use? Which one is better? Yeah, Robust Longsword is actually better, right? Sword of Care more. Oh. Oh, that's a silver sword. Is it better? No, it's not better than the upgraded Moonblade. It does have one upgrade slot itself. So, yeah. Then it'd probably be similar to Moonblade, but not with all the bonuses like Incineration, Bleeding and stuff like that. Bonus on Science. So yeah, I think the Moonblade, I mean the carryover from Witcher 1, it still holds its own. For the Steel Sword, however, the Robust Longsword, no, the Robust Cutlass is probably the best option here. 14 to 21. Yep. That's it. Armor enhancement. Ah. Right. How do I get up there? Oh, climb. That's easy enough. There is this super well balanced dagger, 44 orens. Is there anything I overlooked down here? Is there any wall I can collapse maybe? With a well placed iron sign? Nah, it doesn't seem like it.
We've got Yorveth. That changes everything.
Right. Oh, is there loot here? Or are those bodies just for show? That's a lot of dead Scoia'tael. Is like a good dozen, almost 2 dozen. What are you waiting for, Roche? So yeah, as you might have noticed, we chose Roche there over Yorveth. When Yorveth asked for his sword, we didn't give him his sword back, but instead punched him in the face. So he wasn't able to take part in the fight as much without a weapon. Which kind of tilted the balance of the battle. Coming? You coming, Roche? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, or does it? Come here.
That was a damn good fight.
You said that earlier. Let's go this way. You coming? Do you want to go another way or what? Yeah, I definitely always underestimate how much of Chapter 1 still happens after the Kayran dies. I mean, it's a bit more streamlined and not so much like secondary quests anymore, but it's like heaps of like really epic story moments as well.
We've got Yorveth. That changes everything.
What's going on, Geralt?
Again, you're repeating yourself, my dear friend. Oh, look, the city is celebrating.
A truly triumphant entry.
Long live Witcher Geralt! Long live Vernon Roche! Here's to you, noble lords! Long live Temeria!
It seems we've given the Commandant occasion to throw a feast.
Open barrels of the best wine! I want to see whole hogs on spits! I hereby declare a holiday! Celebrate, my lords. Today's my treat. No innkeeper or wench will take a penny from you.
Here's to our heroes!
Have a drink, Witcher.
Here's to you, Witcher.
See you, Vernon.
Right. And don't worry about our prisoner. We'll take good care of him.
Sure you will.
Find Triss. Maybe Dandelion or something.
Down with Yorveth!
Then Geralt whipped out a silver chain and throttled the beast. Her eyes popped and she spasmed terribly as she drew her last breath. That's not even the best story about it. I could tell you many a tale.
We're drenched.
A round of me for everyone. And here he is. Honorable ladies, noble lords, allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia. I was so worried about you.
Dandelion, we need to talk.
Geralt, you're Flotsam's hero. Have a drink. Laurito's buying.
I guess I deserve a shot. Cheers.
Here's to the beautiful ladies.
I need to find Triss.
Triss? Oh, yeah, Triss. Totally forgot. She went to meet Sheila at her rented quarters to see this thingamy megascope or something. Anyway, here's to the beautiful ladies.
The ladies will have to wait. I need you. Come on.
I was lucky enough to get the key to Sheila's nest. Incidentally, for a big woman, the innkeeper's wife is surprisingly nimble.
TMI, Dandelion.
Come on.
TMI. going?
I just hope Triss is alright.
Blood. Got a bad feeling about this.
Damn it.
Not good.
Don't just stand there. We need to look for clues. Sheila's bodyguard. His neck's broken. No wounds. So that's not his blood.
Triss enters, breaks the guard's neck, then wounds herself? That's stupid.
Yes, it is.
What a mess. Somebody had a good time in here. Trashed everything.
I don't get it. Someone else had to be here.
Dandelion, look.
What is it?
A peephole. Someone might have been spying.
The brothel's behind that wall. Maybe the madam saw what happened.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go over.
Hey?
Right.
Welcome, Dandelion. You're in luck. Freebies today. But you still have to pay for a tag team.
Durai, this is Witcher Geralt. We just want to talk.
Tell us who used this room most recently.
Margot and me.
Margot?
The madam.
What is it you want?
Triss Marigold. Red-headed sorceress. She was in the next room. Do you know what happened to her?
We weren't spying. I know nothing.
There's no need to be scared. Just tell us what you saw. I know you looked through the peephole.
Margot was nervous about the holiday. She told the girls to give freebies today. Then she took me to my room and we made love. Just as I was, well, we heard voices and Margot started spying. It was the sorceress and Cedric.
Are you sure?
Yes. We started fighting for the peephole, but finally Margot let me take a peek. Triss said she was going to see who the Ice Queen had spoken to recently. She approached the mirror and whispered something. There was a flash and a terrible-looking man popped out of the mirror.
What did he look like?
Like a worm. A hungry old worm.
Huh. I wonder...
Triss was aghast, and the worm said, "Why so pale, Marigold? Have you seen a ghost?" Then he smiled maliciously, and...
Why so pale, Marigold? Seen a ghost? What is it now?
Greetings, Death Mold. I wondered who Sheila had been talking to recently.
Spying on each other, eh? That's new. What's your business?
So we're playing Triss now in this flashback sequence.
What did Sheila want from you?
Why would I tell you?
Because you hate her and only dislike me? You wouldn't miss the tiniest chance to make her life miserable.
You're right. Sheila wants to unsaddle me to take my place at Henselt's side.
Henselt hates sorceresses.
Henselt lost his son and is having problems siring an heir. He is no longer a young man. She promised him offspring, said she'd guarantee a child if he finds a young, strong woman. He just need to...
I know where children come from.
Prove she's lying, and I'll be most appreciative.
I can't, which means you've got a problem.
Slow down. I still play first fiddle, you know.
I'm pursuing the Kingslayer. Maybe you've heard something.
Oh, that gives me the chills. Whoever he is, he's done for.
You'll change your mind when the Kingslayer nails your ruler.
Marigold, think as befits a mage, because right now you bring shame to all sorcerers. Foltest is dead. It's your fault, and as rumor has it, your Witcher lovers too.
You don't believe that.
What I believe matters little. The rumors do. You and your Witcher are finished in Temeria. Unless you catch the culprit.
What's Henselt up to?
Are you out of your mind, Marigold? Be glad I'm even talking to you.
I need to know what's going on. Help me, Deathmold, and I'll return the favor.
You know nothing useful to me, and I don't want your graces. You don't tickle my fancy.
We'll meet one day when you won't have a king to hide behind.
I wait eagerly, Marigold, and I can assure you I won't be hiding.
You've heard that Philippa has left Redania?
Yeah. Do you know where she is?
I do. But first you'll answer my question.
Fine. A single question in exchange for information on Philippa.
Single question, alright. What do you know about the assassinations? What's Henselt up to? What does Sheila want in exchange for the cure? Sheila is not a central piece in this, I think. Henselt is, though. What do you know about the assassinations? Probably not much. So I think, like, the question that, like, combines being important and about a topic that he, like, potentially knows stuff about is the middle one, what's Henselt up to.
What are Henselt's political plans?
You're insolent, Marigold, but I gave you my word. Henselt wants to wrestle the Pontar Valley from Edirn, and to force that weed Stennis to swear fealty.
Alright.
Prince Dennis Demaven's heir.
The same. Edirn, bereft of the Pontar Valley, will become a principality dependent on Kedwen. Your turn.
Philippa's in Vergen, a small town near the Kedweni-Edirnian border.
I know its location very well. The remnants of Edirn's army have assembled there, led by a lass said to have killed a dragon.
Who's the girl?
She commands a rabble of peasants, poor noblemen, and non-humans. Even Prince Stennis Demaven's son can't disregard her. But that's of no consequence. Henselt will trample those vermin and chase them off with whips. What's Philippa doing there?
Telling you won't pay off, Deathmold. You know too little. Farewell.
That's all. I didn't hear or see anything else.
Dandelion, this is confusing. What do you make of it?
Later, Witcher. We need to find Triss.
Dandelion, who's Philippa? Do you know her?
Philippa Eilhart, a sorceress counselor to King Radovid of Redania. She's a grand mistress of the world's most fetid cuisine, politics. She's amoral in a crystalline way, so devoid of conscience that she's a phenomenon. Rumor is she's out of favor at the Redanian court, which, if true, she probably arranged herself in order to leave the capital.
Have you ever spied on Sheila?
I tried, but she always cast a spell and I couldn't hear or see a thing.
Every time?
She forgot once. But she just sat before those mirrors and whispered, "Where are you? Where?" That's all.
What happened to Triss and Cedric?
I've no idea. Margot pushed me away to get a peek herself, but I heard a smash, shouting and a fight. Margot covered the people with a picture she was pale and told me to keep my mouth shut. We sat for a while and left only when all was quiet. Margot went to her room and I haven't seen her since. But I noticed Cedric staggering away down the alley that leads towards the forest.
Dandelion, wait here. I'm going to find Cedric.
What about Margot?
Right. We should look for her first. Cedric's blood. I just need to follow it.
This is all very interesting. Kind of also introducing the players of the next chapter already. All getting quite complicated here. And all this town is so festive. What a contrast. Where do we need to go now? Follow the trail of blood to find Cedric. Drinking a dose of cat potion would help. Well, certainly. Oh, okay, I need to be meditating, sure. Can make that much time. Because this is vital right now. Okay, this is a very cool effect, by the way, the cat potion. You can see people through walls, and you see like their circulatory system and their bones and whatever. And you also see blood.
At your service.
Guessing this leads us out this way. Cedric, where art thou? Once again, we're looking for you.
Well, Cedric, where are you?
I know there's a couple of false trails in the forest too, so we gotta be a bit watchful. I know there's one to the right.
You pay for our blood, Witcher! Get him!
Oh, and there's actually a fight here. Alright. Let's try an axe here. What? Why is there unloading?
Die, pig!
Okay, why don't we use our grape shot bombs again? They've been working pretty well so far. They're doing a lot of damage now, holy shit, since we've skilled it. Damn it!
Death to humans!
More grape shot bombs then. Right. Damn it, that was all very confusing. It might have lost us the trail a little bit. Do we have enough weight? Oh, okay, there seems to be a trail here, but I think like all the bodies made like new trails of blood as well, that are just confusing us right now as well. Let's not forget to pick up our loot. No, this was the trail and we followed it this way. And then we went this way, and this is where we were attacked by the Scoia'tael. Right. So now there's blood in 2 directions. Oh, there's also loot here. Let's try this way first. See where it leads. Oh, I walked into a trap. Of course I did.
A human.
Damn it.
Gotta go back and find that trail again.
That was the wrong trail. That doesn't seem to be leading anywhere, so... How about this?
He's bleeding heavily. Need to find him quick.
I think this is right. Where am I going, by the way? I'm in the middle of the forest.
Slow down. Getting weaker. You can't be far.
Thank God, like most of the Intrigas are gone now.
The Scoia'tael are frustrated. This guy won't help me find Cedric.
There we
Head
are.
mill, Gwynblade. I no longer feel the pain. Always wanted to die among trees.
Cedric, what happened?
Triss asked me for help. I killed the Dwarn guarding the door, and we broke in. Again, I killed a Dwarn.
I know. Where's Triss?
A Witcher came in, attacked us. I tried to protect Triss. He was fast. Too fast for me. He hit Triss before she could cast a spell. He knew how to fight a sorceress. Then he ordered her to activate the megascope. He needed to get to Eddern, near the dwarven town of Vergen. Triss said it was madness, but she didn't have the coordinates. He gave her a strange look, threatening. Better give it your best. You're going first, with me right behind you. Then I passed out. When I woke, they were gone. I knew I was dying. The forest called me.
Why, Cedric? Why did you get involved?
Why did you? Sometimes we must. Have I told you about my visions? That's why I drink. It helps. I'm safe in a mist of vodka. See nothing, feel nothing.
Cedric, calm down.
But now I see clearly. You need to regain your memory. Only then will you understand who's killing Crowned Dwan. And why.
How can I get it back?
In Edda. In a place tainted with dark magic. Where ghosts of the fallen will fight a great battle. Save their souls, and your memory will return.
Oh man, Cedric's such a tragic figure as well.
What's happening with the forest? I feel a presence.
They come to bid you farewell.
My forest. Raphael, Grimblick. Farewell.
Raphael, Cedric.
Geralt, where have you been?
The Kingslayer, damn it. I almost had him.
He fled.
Teleported to Edirn.
What? How?
He forced Triss to cast the spell.
Shit.
Roche sent me to find you. We're setting off. He's learned something new.
The Scoia'tael are also up to something big.
What's Roche planning?
He went off on Laredo, so it must concern the Commandant. It's something important.
What do you know about the Scoia'tael, Zoltan?
They want to free Yorveth and the other prisoners. Your help will be crucial.
When did you join the Scoia'tael, Zoltan?
It's not like that. They're taking the prisoners to Drakenberg, a special prison for non-humans, bloody monument to human hatred. The Scoia'tael don't trust you, nor me for that matter. But you can change that.
I'll talk to them. Maybe Roche or the Scoia'tael can finally be useful.
New quest phase. Where is Triss Marigold? Right, another talent. At a crossroads, Vernon Roche. At a crossroads, the Scoia'tael. Yeah, this basically comes down to the last decision of Chapter 1, and ultimately the decision of which path we want to follow in this playthrough. And as I said earlier, we're gonna choose Roche. However, do we have any remaining quests here? Mystic River. Let's go to the city first of all. Yeah, and I actually think we will postpone the very finale of this chapter and the start of chapter 2 to tomorrow. It's been going for quite a while here. However, let us just get to town, find an inn, meditate, and get up to date with our quests here. Since now, I mean, the situation has like lost its urgency a little bit, right? I mean, Triss is gone now. And in order to get to Eden, we need to take a ship anyways. So a couple of minutes, sooner or later, don't make much of a difference anymore. Letho's gone, and we can only hope to catch him much later. Character, first of all. Alchemy ingredients harvested, more of them? Yeah, sure. Chance of creating mutagens as byproducts of alchemy, 10% though. Not bad. But I think we need to advance into this tree a little bit. Attributes doing, 205 vitality, armor 22, vigor 3, yeah. Knowledge, Arachas, Endrigas, Neckers, Dragons, abilities, Persuasion, Cover, Haggling, Strong Stomach, Conjurer, Sapper, oh, Thrower, right. Quest log. At a crossroads, Vernon Roche. Where's Triss Marigold? Let's do this first. Triss was in danger. The Kingslayer wanted to grab her and force her to open a portal to Eden. Geralt rushed full pelt to Flotsam. Every second was precious. A single heartbeat could decide the sorceress's life or death. Loredo consecrated the victory over the Scoia'tael by announcing a great celebration. There were barrels of beer and free sausage. What more could the people of a shithole town need to love their own new heroes? Geralt was in no mood to celebrate, however. He ran for the inn where I awaited. Only I knew what was happening with Triss. Somewhat surprised by Geralt's haste, and preoccupied with the events occurring at the trading post, I answered the witch's stern question with surprise, telling him that Triss had gone to see Sheila. Then I looked at the witcher's face and understood that this was no joke. I joined him for moral support. In Sheila's room, it looked like the devil had danced there. My trained eye immediately recognized that a fight had happened. Feverish, we searched for any clues to tell us what had happened to Triss. The good book says, "He who seeks shall find." In the wall separating the sorceress's room from the neighboring den of pleasure, we found a hole with at least one purpose. Someone could peek through it and see what was happening in Sheila's room. Never had a witcher run so fast to a brothel. Today I know what happened in that room, but back then it was a riddle, and a difficult one at that. At the brothel we learned that Triss had entered the room with the elf Cedric and had spoken with someone through a magic device called a megascope. There had been indeed a fight, and Cedric, our sole witness, had fled through the trading post's gate, wounded. Ordinary folk would have had to wait until morning to begin their search, but no night is too dark for a witcher with a dose of cat potion. Unwilling to waste even a moment, Geralt went off to search for Cedric, following a trail of blood. Unfortunately, it was too late for the elf. Before he died, he managed to explain that he tried to fight the Kingslayer in Sheila's room. Letho had forced Triss to open a portal through which the tormentor and his victim departed for the town of Vergen in Eden. I had a feeling Triss was dead, but the witcher had to find her, of course, or at least her body. The Assassins of Kings. Zoltan returned to Flotsam, and Geralt struck a deal with Yorveth. They decided to set a trap. The Witcher bound the Scoia'tael leader and led him straight to Letho. He hoped that the gift would earn the Hulk's trust, and that he would divulge information about his employers. Finally, the Witcher's desire was fulfilled. Geralt and the Kingslayer stood face to face, and their swords clashed. Our hero had hoped to punish Folter's killer, but he met his match. Geralt wanted to get the Kingslayer at all costs, so he chose to betray Yorveth, handing him over to Roche. And so was he able to face Folter's killer, but the encounter ended badly. He was defeated and humiliated, but his resolve remained intact. The Kingslayer had headed for town to capture Triss, but Geralt was hot on his trail, determined to save the sorceress. Though Demavend was already dead, Letho still had business in Aden. He had to get there fast, so he kidnapped Triss Merigold and forced her to open a magical portal to the town of Vergen on the Edirnian border. Geralt was too late and could not prevent the sorceress's abduction, but he began pursuit as soon as he was done with Flotsam. And... it says the king's returning memories. However, Triss Merigold was kidnapped before she could prepare an infusion from the wondrous flower. Geralt did not regain his memory and had to make do with the random visions that occurred during his pursuit of the assassins of kings. Also, Margot's disappearance. Our quest failed. Geralt looked for any sign of Triss in Chile's room and soon realized the room was being spied on from the neighboring brothel through a peephole in the wall. He rushed to the pleasure den and met Dere, a prostitute who, just like Madame Margot, was into voyeurism. With a little encouragement, the lady told him everything she managed to spy. But whenever the most important matters were discussed in Chile's room, Margot was the one at the peephole. Dere did not know what had happened to the Madame, worried about the fate of the honorable matron. I ran to the lower level as fast as I could, not caring whether the Witcher followed me. At that time, Geralt rushed straight to Cedric. He did not see the hanged woman or read her farewell letter, and as I'm telling you the story of the Witcher and not the Madame of Flotsam, I will not go into any further details. And finally, the two crossroads quests. At a crossroads, Vernon Roche. Have I mentioned Geralt is not good at taking decisions? He's all about lunging forward without thought, not minding the dangers, not caring for the consequences. In truth, he's unequaled at that. He's thoughtful enough, however, to consult his friends in the most important cases. After the Kingslayer's escape, we had a serious talk. And though the final decision was his, I think I managed to explain a few things to him. To find Triss, Geralt had to either ask Vernon Roche or Yorveth for help. Cooperating with one excluded good relations with the other. Geralt went to make his choice. But did he choose Roche? At a crossroads, Scoia'tael. Geralt was on a crossroads. He had to save Triss Merigold, yet he was incapable of handling this problem alone. The Witcher needed backup. In fact, he knew all too well. After our discussion, it turned out he can ask either Vernon Roche or Yorveth. Cooperation with the Squirrels excluded good relations with the Temerians, and on top of that, Yorveth had to be freed from a floating prison first. Geralt had to make his choice, but did he choose the Scoia'tael? Alright. And that's that. Cedric. Heroism sometimes exacts the biggest price. When Triss' life was in danger, the elf did not hesitate to defend her and was wounded, mortally as it turned out. Thus Cedric died, though his sacrifice was not in vain. Dere? The elven girl at the brothel in Flotsam was a favorite of many clients and of Margot herself. As it turned out, female inquisitiveness has its merits. In telling her story, Dere provided us with some valuable information. Triss Merigold. Triss was kidnapped by Letho. Geralt and I feared what he might do to her. Believe me, it was eating me alive, making rest impossible. Searching Chile's quarters and talking to her neighbor brought more questions than answers. It appeared that Triss had known the man she had talked to, but the fragments of the conversation recounted to us remain mysterious. Vernon Roche. It is hard to please men such as Roche. However, capturing Yorveth had the Blue Stripes commander practically beaming with joy. Kingslayer. In the ruins of the Elven Bath, Geralt and the mysterious assassin stood eye to eye a second time. Geralt was surprised by what he learned. Letho of Gullet had been a witcher. What is more, there were other Kingslayers, and they and Letho had worked together to assassinate the two dead northern monarchs. The witcher and the assassin were also no strangers. In fact, Geralt had once saved Letho's life. Their discussion ended abruptly as arrows whistled through the air and swords clashed. Letho demonstrated his strength and skills by beating Geralt black and blue. Before leaving, he announced that he was on his way to Aden. The Kingslayer proved true to his word and kidnapped Triss, wounding Cedric mortally in the process. He forced the sorceress to aid him, teleporting them both to Aden. Yorveth. We can safely assume that Yorveth long remembered both the wallop Geralt gave him and the Witcher's sudden turn, though the elf's pride probably hurt a lot more than his head. Sheila de Tansaville. It appears Sheila had very specific plans concerning the King Henselt of Cadwin and his attempt to father an heir. From what we've been able to tell, the meddling of Sheila and other sorcerers in the world of politics was further reaching than anyone had imagined. Serret. Sometimes a person's name sinks into memory and brings fear to one's heart at first mention. Who was the mysterious Serret? What goals drove him to what role, and what role would he play? Geralt had yet to learn all of this. Orcs. When he first heard Orc's name, the Witcher had no idea who this was. He did not have the slightest inkling of the role this individual would play in our story. Henselt. The Witcher once said that in his life he had met thieves who resembled city councillors, councillors who were more like begging louts, harlots who behaved like princesses, princesses who smelled like pregnant cows, and kings who looked like thieves. King Henselt did not look exactly like a thief, but with all due respect, he was not far off. He owed his resemblance only partly to his bearded countenance, beady eyes, and wandering yet penetrating gaze. His annexation of Lormar, called Upper Aden by its natives, at a time when Aden was fighting off the Nilfgaardian horde at its southern border, was also considered a theft. The now-dead King Damaven judged this deed severely and communicated this in curt yet resonant words. Yet that was not the sole reason for King Henselt's reputation as an unpleasant person, much bolstered by the monarch's ambitions and quarrels with his neighbors, and by his ruthless policies towards non-humans whom he persecuted with a passion, squandering his realm's strength and funds. The aging Henselt did not have a living heir, and the rumor was that he had found producing another son somewhat troublesome. Deathmold. Apart from a few chance encounters at official banquets, Geralt had the occasion to meet and speak more extensively with his sorcerer on Thanet Island during the Bloody Coup, when all manner of mages jumped at each other's throats and their council and conclave ceased to exist. Deathmold and his brother Drithelm, both in the service of King Asterad of Kovia at the time, attempted to remain neutral as events unfolded. To no avail, however, as those who had allied themselves with Nilfgaard thought nothing of the impartiality of others, and many mages simply perished, brought down in fanciful ways by their colleagues' spells or pierced by the arrows of the Scoia'taels summoned to the island by the plotters. Drithelm met just such a fate, while Deathmold saved himself by fleeing. Deathmold then filled the opening for a sorcerer advisor at the court of King Henselt of Cadwin, and proceeded to place all of his abilities at the monarch's disposal. And lastly, Philippa Eilhart. We don't have anything on her. No, we have some on her. This was hardly the first time Geralt and I encountered Philippa Eilhart, jewel of the court at Tretogor and once the trusted sorceress of King Vizimir II. Philippa was one of the most talented mages of those times. Only a handful ever mastered the art of polymorphy. Her intellect and the influence she held at the Redanian court were not to be underestimated. Proud, independent, and extremely beautiful, as graceful in a fanciful yet elegant dress as in a man's traveling outfit, she was beyond any doubt one of the most attractive women I have ever known. Yet I would not count Philippa among the most pleasant of females, despite her indisputable, though chilly charm. Her gaze alone was enough to make the most confident men shudder, and the mere thought of spending a night with her would make their flesh creep. And that's it. And I think that'll be that for today. Thanks for watching. I guess this is still Virashi watching? Yeah. Well, thanks for staying around for so long. Streaming is fun, even though not many people are watching. I mean, I'm playing this anyway, and I'm having great fun once more with The Witcher 2. And yeah, I'm glad that you're having fun as well. And hopefully you'll tune in for more over the next couple of days. we should be able to finish the game before Witcher 3 comes out. I guess we're making good progress. Almost done with chapter 1 now, and then there's another whole chapter to go, chapter 2. And then chapter 3 usually goes by relatively fast. It's a bit of a shorter one. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in. I'm out.